We have recognized our love and patriotism for our country by observing the national anthem. So we'll go straight away for the agenda for today. We'll start with the opening prayer, which will be delivered by a representative of the Nigerian Ports Authority. Then, the welcome address by the President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, followed by another welcome address by the leader of the delegation of the Nigerian Ports Authority, drama skit. There will be an exchange of gifts between the critical the parties. One from the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and if NPA has any in store for us, we are willing to receive. Thereafter, there will be vote of thanks, and everyone is invited for reception, for some refreshment immediately after. Okay, let's start the ball rolling. It is the Npa Special Day at the 37th edition of the Lagos International Trade Fair, holding today at Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. It's the welcome address by the President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, CON.
In my character, I want to acknowledge the owner of the universe who had made today possible. So he's the first on my list of protocol. Let me, after that, welcome Mr. Asuko Oko, representing my good friend and brother, Muhammad Bello Koko, who is the current MD of NPA. I also acknowledge Hajia Hadiza Maiwada, acting GM admin. Is she here? It's okay. Well, since I also acknowledge Mrs. Amma Godwin, Principal Manager, PPP. Thank you. Out of Mrs. Hawa Usman, you acknowledge. I acknowledge all other officers who have come from NPA to support this program. Looking inwards, let me recognize here present the Deputy President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Pastor Gabriel Dahosa, FCA. I also acknowledge all other officers and council members who are here present, and members of the Trade Promotion Board for all the good work you've been doing for the last 9 days. On behalf of the foremost, the oldest, the most recognized, and the most active Chamber of Commerce in West Africa and in Africa, I want to welcome our friends from NPA to this day of NPA. Can we all please put hands together for NPA, please? Because they are always here with us every year, and they have been very supportive of all that we are doing as the Chamber of Commerce here at SCCI. A number of times, people make the mistake of calling us Lagos State Chamber of Commerce. We're not Lagos State Chamber of Commerce. We are Lagos Chamber of Commerce. Because in 1888, when the chamber was formed, there was no Lagos State. Nigeria had the amalgamation of North and South protectorates in 1914. So we've been there long before that time. So we're the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And that's the only chamber existing in Nigeria, in West Africa, as at 1888 when we were established. The annual theme for this trade fair is connecting businesses, creating value. This theme underlines the importance of relationships and networking among businesses for wealth creation, trade partnerships, and productivity growth. The theme also underscores the value of interactions between producers, service providers, and the end users. Some of you might know that SCCI was created in the year 1888. Therefore, this year, we are celebrating the 135th anniversary of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you. This remains one of the few pride of Nigeria, one of the few brands that Africa is proud of. As an institution that has stayed for 135 years and is still relevant, impactful, and still very, very active. Although we are the first chamber in the whole of West Africa, we're not just old, we're not just the oldest, we're the most vibrant chamber of commerce in West Africa. Although we are the third oldest chamber in Africa, we are the most vibrant chamber of commerce in West Africa. If you want to clap, please clap. You're not clapping for SCCI, you are clapping for Nigeria. Because SCCI is a brand that Nigeria is very proud of. At least to say we have an institution that has survived 135 years in this country and still moving on. All other chambers are quite new compared with us. This is the 37th edition of the Lagos International Trade Fair. This fair was passed over to SCCI almost 40 years ago by the federal government of Nigeria, who before then were the ones doing this trade fair. And to the glory of God, SCCI had continued for 37 years, unbroken, consistently for 37 years to host this trade fair. We've had COVID, before that we had Ebola. Now we have the economy in not too happy a state, but we ensured that we make sure we still create this environment so that businesses can continue to thrive and business people can have a way of displaying their goods and services. And Nigerians can have a place to come and do shopping for Christmas. Nigerians can have a place with even foreign companies who are also here to sign contracts of billions of naira into the following year. so that our GDP can continue to be the best in Africa. And with the hope that very shortly we'll be looking at not just in Africa, but among the best GDP in the world. So that's why we are doing all we are doing here in SCCI, to keep this trade fair working. You must have seen that this year nobody has paid a kobo, a penny, a kobo to come in. It's open to everybody for two reasons. One, to mark our anniversary of 135th year of SCCI. Please clap for your chamber. And secondly, we are sensitive to the state of the economy. A lot of people are complaining things are tough. We then said to help people, let's even make it easier for them. For 10 days, we've not charged a kobo. And again, all the exhibitors have not paid a kobo more than what they paid last year for getting space here. If SCCI, as the oldest chamber, cannot do this, who else will do it? We are just sensitive to the environment we find ourselves. You can imagine what the costs are like now to host this trade fair compared with last year. We're expressing well over 50, 40, 50, 60, 70% increase in some areas of services we are providing. And yet we are not charging those coming in, yet we are not charging anything more for other people, for people who are exhibiting. It's a great cost that we are incurring to have this on, all to ensure that the economy of Nigeria is not made to suffer. You can imagine how many people have had coming in and out for the last 10 days. And buying and buying and buying and buying and selling and selling and selling. If you have not done that, Lagos could have been asleep for the last 10 days. Tomorrow is the closing date. And you can be sure tomorrow it will be quite a crowd here who want to catch on the last minute to buy something. Our trade fair, of course, is the largest, biggest, and the most important trade fair in Africa. And we've done our best to make sure that we keep it happening at any cost, even at the risk of not even breaking even. We still do it to keep the economy moving. We have done a bit of our celebrations since about mid-year this year. The next month, we're going to have the grand finale of our 135th anniversary to let people know that good things are available here in Nigeria. That you have institutions like SCCI that is being run by Nigerians, and we are surviving and relevant up to today. Let me say very clearly that this place gives Npa a great opportunity or a great platform to engage with the organized private sector and its other stakeholders. You can surely not get anything as big as this anywhere in this country. If you've been here for the last 9 days, you say, how many people have come in here? You will marvel. Npa, we know, is one of the most strategic economic hubs in Nigerian ports and vital gateways, linking transport corridors to the rest of the world. About 80% of goods entering or leaving Nigeria go by sea, and gradually becoming the preferred destination in West and Central Africa through deliberate collaborative strategies to grow throughout, to improve safety and security, leverage technology to improve efficiency and the ease of doing business. NPA plays an equally important role to support the exchange of goods within the internal market and in linking peripheral and island areas within the mainland of the country. Ports are not only great for moving goods around, they also play a strategic role in the country's economic development. Lagos, we all know, is Nigeria's maritime lifeline to the world. We need to cherish this hub. We need to support it. We need to help it develop further. Still, there's a lot of cloud hanging over the ports. Nigeria needs good performing ports across all its maritime regions. Bottlenecks in ports and the hinterland due to inadequate infrastructure or services result in extra congestion, extra emission, and of course, extra cost for shippers, transport operators, consumers, and the society as a whole. The federal government recent automation and modernization of Nigerian ports is to us quite commendable, and we pray that it will be implemented to the letter as promised, because it's a strategic way to gain from the huge opportunities in the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA. As part of government initiatives, the management of NPA recently announced a plan of $1.1 billion port habilitation across the country. This is a strategic move to fortify Nigeria's trade competitiveness on a global scale. We should not allow only Lagos ports to have all the pressures. It's not in the best interest of Nigeria. I'm from Lagos, it's good for us, for economy. But I'm looking beyond Lagos. I'm looking at Nigeria as a bigger place to look at. So let's make sure we make all the other ports to be working, active, and give them infrastructure so that the sort of traffic and the delays we have in our ports here in Lagos will get minimized by other port users going outside Lagos to do their shipping activities. I therefore want to congratulate the management of Nigerian Port Authority, led by my good friend and brother, Mohammed B. Koko, on this outstanding accomplishment that they've been doing since they took over. And for this $1.1 billion being planned for getting the ports nationwide to be fortified, that will go a long way. My friends, I would like to commend the leadership again of NPA and their tremendous achievements, and urge them to introduce more reforms to improve operational efficiency and other logistics that will accelerate the growth of the Nigerian economy. I want to, on the closing note, welcome you all and have a great day here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, the President, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. A round of applause for his speech, please. The NPA is that government agency that governs and operates the ports in Nigeria. It prides itself as a national brand anchored on service excellence. A round of applause for that. So, I would like to recognize the presence in our midst, Hajia Hadiza Meiwada. She is the General Manager, Administration. Could you please? So this would welcome the remarks from the Nigerian Ports Authority delegation led by Mr. Asuko Oko, who is representing the Managing Director.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. I would want to first of all appreciate the chairman, Asiwaju Olawaleku, for a wonderful address. And the remarks were really wonderful. Thank you so much. Let me also add that the LCCI has been and will always be an unrivaled partner of NPA in trade facilitation and ease of doing business. We've been partnered for quite some years now, and in our bid to institute enabling environment for ease of doing business, they have been very helpful with the workshop we have been attending and with the meetings they have been participating with us. Once again, thank you very much. Permit me to also acknowledge the presence of our pastor. We are blessed. Pastor Idaosa, we are blessed indeed. You are welcome, sir. The Director General, Dr. Almona Chinyere, thank you also. Our very distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving Nigerian Ports Authority the floor. It is indeed a very great honor and privilege, and we thank God Almighty for keeping us this day and to be welcome here on the 37th anniversary of this great occasion. I want to say thank you so much again. And it is a wonderful theme that has been guiding us. The theme, connecting business, connecting value. We are one of the greatest, or if not, the leading agency in the value chain. Thank you. This year's trade fair takes a special place in the formation and maintenance of the image of Nigerian Ports Authority, as it provides us the opportunity to demonstrate our product and services, most especially in connecting businesses worldwide, thereby creating the necessary values for the desired economic growth through prompt clearing and delivery in all locations of the port. That is why we always say we are a national asset anchored on service excellence. What else is here is telling us today and showcasing us today is that we can do better. Because this year they have upped the game. And sir, we want to have more of you. Well, we do have challenges and constraints. But despite these challenges being faced, we know our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is making serious effort in fixing and addressing such challenges under the supervision of our able Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, CON. In addition to the above, the trade fair also provides opportunity for active dialogue between participants, establishing direct contact with stakeholders aimed at enhancing economic growth, sustainable development, strengthening economic and business relations between producers of goods and services, suppliers, and potential e-customers. This promotes regional cooperation and trade, which enhances the development of small and medium-scale businesses, among others, whom all are users of the port. Our stakeholders, our customers, we value you so much. We cannot do without you. And we will always remain that credible partner in that value chain and connecting you to the wall of business. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all arrangements to ensure successful 2003 trade fair are in place, and our officials are available to attend to any issues that may arise in the course of the trade fair. We can all attest to that fact. So far, so good. The issue of safety, which is one of our concerns, has been very well addressed by LCCI. Kudos to LCCI, sir, once again. We want to appreciate the effort of the Lagos State government, and especially the Lagos Chambers of Commerce and Industry, for the provision of this secured environment. Let me also thank everyone who has worked hard to make this event successful. The trade fair, like I said, gets bigger and bigger. LCCI keeps raising the bar and keep pushing us, motivating us. I know next year, by this time around, we may be expecting something different, but I know we'll be there as a partner. Please, you are free to visit our beautiful stand for more information on our products and services that are available. Our products and services is within your reach. With your handsets, you can Google www.nigerianports.gov.ng. There you have an array of our services. There you have our procedures. There you have our timeline. There you have our costs. I think we are the only organization who today have publicly published their tariff. And we expect that our customers or potential ones who want to transact business with us can have easy access, because it is a public document. Go there, you will see our tariff. If we charge you wrongly, please report back to management that we didn't apply the correct tariff, or the procedure was not followed, or we defaulted on the timeline. we are indeed a national asset, accord of service excellence. But like I said, LCCI, you keep pushing the bar up. We will never end there. We'll keep improving. Thank you so much.
A round of applause once more for Mr. Asuko Oko. Yeah. Permit me a little space to recognize the presence in our midst, the Amiable Dele Oye, who is the president of NACSIMA, the National Association of Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Ogadile Oye, please come and talk to this audience. He is the president, National Association of Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NACSIMA.
First of all, I'm coming from a burial in Asaba. And you know, when someone gives birth to you, it's very difficult to ignore your mother. And that is what Lagos Chamber is to NACSIMA. And I want to, first of all, sincerely apologize for not being here at the opening ceremony of the trade fair. But I definitely will be here today and also tomorrow. I hope I would have made up. My president, Asiwaju Olawoleko, I think that should be the MD of Npa. I don't know. I know it's Npa Day, and I've seen two beautiful men beside me. And also the first deputy president and all executive members of Lagos Chamber of Commerce. It's a real pleasure to come back home to your mother. And anytime NACSIMA, it's actually the Nigerian Association, not National Association, Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. Anytime NACSIMA is here, we feel emboldened. Because if you have been around for 135 years, it shows how far commerce has been around in Nigeria, organized commerce. And we want to sincerely congratulate Lagos Chamber of Commerce for all you do for Nigeria. Because Lagos alone can solve all Nigerian problems. Because anything happens to Lagos, Nigeria will shake. And Lagos is the center of everything. And I want to continue to encourage you to be at your best, to continue to lead, and to continue to show the way. In fact, you have borrowed us one of your sons now as the president of Nigeria. And I know, even before he leaves, Nigeria will now become a center of excellence. It's all about to. So all the good we have in Lagos will naturally flow into Nigeria. So I want to sincerely congratulate you on this trade fair. I could not have missed it for any other thing. I was supposed to be at Egypt, but I canceled it because this is a bigger thing for me than what is happening there. And I think Lagos will continue to lead, and I want to assure you that you have all the support from NACSIMA. And whatever you think we can do together, I'm here to learn, very importantly, because the best of practice is here. And I want to also congratulate the owners of the Special Day, Nigerian Post Authority. And I was quite impressed when he said that tariffs are online. That is a sign of transparency. And we also encourage you to also make sure that within that space, we have more private sector participation. As Nigerian ships, we used to have a whole lot of, there used to be a fund for Nigeria that was made for the shipping lines and everything. But I think we need to find a way. using the cabotage and several other laws that are in place to deepen local or indigenous shipping in that sector. We are ready to collaborate, we are ready to partner, and most importantly, we are ready to ensure that the ease of doing business, because that is a major problem. We don't know why our seaports are not as attractive as we have in similar countries like Ghana, because there's a challenge, because there's a whole lot of complaints around that space. We tend to work with you so that we'll be one of the best within the sub-region. Because I do have a lot of complaints. I'm not necessarily saying it's yours, but what I'm saying is let's work together and find a way where I can be able to say it takes me this number of hours to get my goods through the ports to go to the destination. So these are some of the challenges that have been issues around that. I'm actually very happy that the Npa is here today, and all these issues and several other things we'll try and address. So finally, I want to congratulate Lagos Chamber again and to assure you that Nasima is very happy to be here and will continue to be part of this. Thank you very much.
Let me just reiterate some of his pronouncement. And thereafter, we'll give a round of applause to Mr. Dele Oye. He said it himself. The best of practice is here at the LCCI. I think LCCI deserves a round of applause for that. He also commended Npa for transparency, which is captured in their core, as part of their core values as integrity. A round of applause for Npa. Yes, sir. So for now, we have a drama skit. Thereafter, there will be presentation of gifts from the LCCI team to the Npa team. After that, we have the vote of thanks, and then refreshment thereafter. Thank you so much. The drama skit. Yeah, thank you so much. That was a very brilliant dance drama from the troupe. Before I move on to the next item, I would like to acknowledge the presence of some eminent personalities from the Nigerian Ports Authority. First, let me call on Mrs. Hawa Usman, who is the Principal Manager, Corporate and Strategic Communications. Could you please stand up for recognition? Mrs. Amma Godwin, Principal Manager, Public-Private Partnership. Yeah, those are the two. You're welcome. And we'll move on to the next item, which is the presentation of gift. The LCCI has a very rich custom of appreciating its partner. Leading the LCCI delegation is the president. He's going to be supported by the deputy president and the chairman of the board of trade promotion, Engineer Leye Kupoliwi, and of course the president, NACSIMA, Nigerian Association of Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mines and Agriculture. And the NPA team will be represented by Mr. Asukwo Oko, who is representing the MD, Nigerian Ports Authority, Hajia Hadiza Meiwada, Acting General Manager Admin, Mrs. Hawa Usman, Principal Manager, Corporate and Strategic Communications, Mrs. Amma Godwin, Principal Manager, Public-Private Partnership. Please come over to the stage.
This is NPA. What's NPA? Nigerian Ports Authority. In my speech, we've told them how well they are doing. We've also told them how well they still need to do. And he has promised us how they are planning to do more than what they've done so far. So, my brother, on behalf of SCCI, it is my pleasure and privilege to give this to you as a confirmation that, again, you are here this year. I'm very confident that you'll be here next year. And I know for decades to come, God give us the grace, MP will be here, even in a bigger way, and they've come this year. It's my pleasure and privilege to give to you, Mr. Asuk. Thank you. Want to say a word?
Let my acting GM please give us a word of thanks.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's a big honor to be here with you people. On behalf of the Nigerian Port Authority, on behalf of the Managing Director, Malam Bello Koko, and the Executive Directors of the organization, I say thank you to the LCCI, the President of LCCI, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the NACSIMA President here present, the Vice President, and all, okay, Deputy Vice President. I'm sorry, I'm not conversant with the hierarchy there, but we're all honored. If you're doing business and you don't have an enabling environment, you can never succeed. So Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry has made it possible for us to be here, to showcase what we're doing, to showcase the business that NPA is good in doing, and we say thank you because they gave us the enabling environment. For producing and for providing this plaque to us, we say thank you. For the community of Lagos, we say thank you. We hope you continue to partner with us. You continue to be an enabling community to tally with, to do business with, to even interact on personal basis with, because it goes beyond just business. We see intermarriages now in the Yoruba culture with the NPA community, and it is because that enabling environment is there. Thank you very much. Long live Nigerian Port Authority, long live NASIMA, long live LCCI, and long live all of us that are here present. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I should be thanking you. Yeah. Be careful. NPA is inviting all of us to its pavilion at the 37th Lagos International Trade Fair. You're welcome. With the national anthem, the refreshment can't be here, it will be outside. We are late for the next people. With the national anthem, we draw the curtain on the Nigerian Port Authority Special Day. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Thank you. It's the